Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. So nice to see you all. Anna, here's the Joe Rossi check on a Thursday, on March 4th, Thursday, in the middle of 2021, or on the first third of it, I guess, first quarter of it. It's so nice to see you all. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Daily Antidote of Song. That's a big hello and welcome to everybody out there on Facebook Live. And a big welcome to everybody in the group. I see some new faces and a lot of regular old faces. So hello, of course. Hello, of course, to our artists for today, MaMuse. We're super happy to have Sarah and Carisha with us in the room. Thank you so much for being here. Hello, and a thank you to Katie for running the tech today. And a hello to everybody else who's here. Bonnie in Idaho. Hello, Gay. Hello, Mary Amato in Maryland. Nice to see you today. Hello, Arlene in California. Hello, Carlene. Nice to have you today. I think you might be new to us. We're glad you're here. Hello, Dan in Virginia. Nancy in Vermont. Susan in Ohio. Christiana in Rockville. In the room. Hello. Thank you so much for being here. Where's that coming from? Oh, Katie, unmuted. Sorry. And Dagmar, hello. That was good. That was like, so I get worried that you guys get tired of my voice, but that was like twice of my voice at once. That's not even like fair play. Hello, Dagmar. Nice to see you today. I'm glad you're back. And Deborah, hello. Coming in from Kentucky. Sarah in Texas. Hello, Sid in Victoria. Ann in Minnesota. James in New Hampshire. Hello. And hello to Fred in DC, Sheila in Florida, Brian, nice to have you with us today, Sue in California, Lisa in Indiana, hello Storm in Mass, hello Renata in Wisconsin, Steve in Baltimore, Jean, hello, nice to have you with us today, and Lynn in Connecticut, Kevin in New Hampshire also, hello to Karen in Arizona, Jim in New York City, Martha in Oregon, Caroline in Maryland, hello Lynn, nice to have you today, I'm not sure if you're new to us, glad you're here, hello Gary in Massachusetts, Janet in Georgia, Clyde in North Carolina, Susan in the Gettysburg area. Hello, Fred. Nice to have you today. Maybe also new to us. Deli in Maryland. Karen in Oregon. Hello, nice to see you. Anne in Maryland. Annette in California. Patricia, potentially also new to us today. Tom in Victoria. Mary, nice to have you today. And folks off video, Janet and Ruth and Betsy and Berta and so many folks. I'm so glad you are all here. Thank you so much for joining us on another amazing day of the Daily Antidote of Song as we approach our 1-year anniversary. To anybody who is new, we are here every single day at noon, singing one song together, sometimes two, building community, always doing that, having some chit chat and just hanging out and smiling at each other. So for openers, everybody please take a deep breath. And now everybody please approach your camera and smile at everybody else. There you go. All right, now, okay, that was very good. I love it. Thanks, gang, super fun. So a couple quick notes. The lyrics will be in the chat. My email in the chat in case you want to get on our Daily Antidote email list or if you have questions or suggestions. And I'm so happy everyone has joined again today. 88 people in the room. It's such a lovely thing to be in a room with 88 people who are either all new best friends in our community or are brand new best friends who've shown up today. Thank you so much for being here. I am going to turn the floor over to these two fabulous musicians who are here with us today. Always exciting when we have two people in one square because we get harmonies, which we all miss so much. So thank you so much. I'm so glad you guys are here. Oh, so, okay, I should say, MaMuse, they've been together for now 13 years. Amazing harmonies, really, really cool lyrics. And a lot of instruments they both play. I'm not sure who plays what, but the list is long. So please feel free to tell us a little bit about your work and your coming together. And we're also very excited to hear your song.
Super happy to be here.
Totally, it's super sweet.
Hanging out with you this morning is like being on a water slide. You're like, you're cruising down. We're just like getting awake over here in California. You're like, noontime. It's happening. She's got energy.
It's also 300 plus days in, so we're just feeling the momentum and the way that you all just know how to come together. It's a really, it's a sweet field to enter into. So thanks for having us in your field of daisies. Really beautiful. Yeah.
Look at all your sweet faces.
Yeah, so we are out here in Northern California. We met in Chico, California, and are now in Sonoma County, but we've been playing music together for over 13 years, and it's our joy, it's our offering, one of many offerings, but it's an offering that feels like comes through with such joy and
one of the biggest miracles in my life is you, Sarah, for sure.
Just Yeah.
Deepening.
Mutual. Yeah. So things that we like to do, I mean, we in previous days we're touring and we're obviously not doing that now, but we also love doing spontaneous songs, so making up songs for people in the moment and commissioned work. We also had a program going on Facebook Live for the first couple months of Shelter in Place called Noonie Tunes. So we would have like a little, it was like a little TV segment of having a couple songs and then making up songs and what else do we do? Yeah, being silly together on
Yeah,
camera.
it got kind of wild.
Yeah.
Every year, like, what should I do? You could look up some Looney Tunes and you could have
Some old episodes.
tears and some laughter. There's some good stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, thanks for having us again. And we thought that today we would teach a new song, although it's fun to see in the chat that some of you know our work, and you mentioned We Shall Be Known and Hallelujah, and those songs are circulating a lot, especially We Shall Be Known right now is finding its way through the Unitarian churches all over the country. So maybe some of you have sung that in other places, but we would love to share a new song this morning if y'all are up for that. So
This song came about our friends Melanie Demore. Anybody know Melanie's work? And our friend Lisa Littlebird. Anybody know her?
So Melanie's been in the room with us and sung with us in here, but we haven't had Lisa yet. So we're gonna now check that out. Thank you.
check out Lisa. Yeah, she's a networker amongst many song leaders on the West Coast. I would say one of the main networkers, but also a beautiful song leader, and I think she would be a great match for this show.
Oh yeah. They teamed up and they put together. They made a call out. Hello, songwriters. Who's got some new songs? Make us a new song for this theme, boots on the ground, skin on the line. And they made a call out and the song came through that we call Circle Round as an offering for that playlist. And yeah, just came through here in the studio.
Right where we're sitting right
just
now.
Fists pounding on the table and then the words spilled out.
So Joe, you would like just teaching it in a way that's kind of a simple teach through. The lyrics will be posted.
Yes,
we won't
please.
spend too much time teaching it. It feels like we can catch on together. So.
Maybe do line by line, line by line.
Call and response.
We'll sing, you sing. Yeah, you go
good.
for it.
You gonna give a beat?
Yeah. I won't flunk on that thing just so it doesn't.
All right.
Yeah.
I have a circle around me of people I love. I have a circle around me of care.
Your turn.
I have a circle around me of people I love. I have a circle around me of care.
Next line.
I have a circle around me of people I love, so I can stand up in the face of fear. I have a circle around me of people I love, so I can stand up in the face of fear.
And it tags.
Stand up in the face of fear. One step in front of the other, one step back.
Your turn.
One step in front of the other, one step back.
Listen.
One love, one for each other, keeping the circle intact.
Okay.
One love, one for each other, keeping the circle intact.
And it tags, keeping the circle.
Keeping the circle intact.
Let's just me and you sing that whole bit that we just did so they can hear the whole how it goes. Ready?
One step in front of the other, one step back. One love, one for each other, keeping the circle intact.
With a little tag.
Keeping the circle intact.
That's kind of the chorus we get back to. Okay.
Let me be the circle around you in love. Let me be the circle of care.
Your turn.
Let me be the circle around you in love. Let me be the circle of care. Let me be the circle around you in love, so you can stand up in the face of fear.
Your turn.
Let me be the circle around you in love, so you can stand up in the face of fear.
Let's all sing the one step.
One step in front of the other, one step back. One love, one for each other, keeping the circle intact. Keeping the circle intact.
Okay, and here's just another little verse that goes in there. It just goes in there. That you stand with me gives me the strength. Your turn.
That you stand with me gives me the strength.
My turn. That you are here with me. Ooh. Your turn.
That you are here with me. Ooh.
Me. That you stand with me gives me the strength to do what I am called to do. Ready?
That you stand with me gives me the strength to do what I am called to do.
With a tag, do what I'm called.
Do what I am called to do.
Be my circle, everyone.
Be my circle, surround me in love. Be my circle of care. Be my circle, surround me in love, so we can stand up in the face of fear. So I can stand up in the face of fear. I have a circle around me of people I love. I have a circle around me of care. I have a circle around me of people I love, so I can stand up in the face of fear. I will stand up in the face of fear.
I will stand up.
I will stand up in the face of fear.
One more.
I will stand up in the face of fear.
I wonder if we should sing that whole thing again. Would it feel right to sing that whole thing again? Are you just kind of getting it?
Can we sing it all?
You
Okay.
betcha. Do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Okay.
love it.
I'm like going like this.
And we'll stick to the form. So if you have the lyrics up in the chat, you can just follow along.
Yeah.
And it'll be in that order.
So all those verses are like that same. You're catching it. That they're the same. Just the lyrics are changing a little bit. I have a circle. Let me be the circle. Be my
Be
circle.
my circle. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With that one little verse in there, and then
All right.
yeah, one step in front of the other. We're gonna get it. Y'all ready? We singing?
All right.
Okay. It's just the silent thing is so wild.
We feel your hands. We feel it. It's coming through. Okay.
Okay. I have a circle.
I have a circle around me of people I love. I have a circle around me of care. I have a circle around me of people I love, so I can stand up in the face of fear. Stand up in the face of fear.
One step.
One step in front of the other, one step back. One love, one for each other, keeping the circle intact. Keeping the circle intact.
Let me be.
Let me be the circle around you in love. Let me be the circle of care.
Let me be.
Let me be the circle around you in love, so you can stand up in the face of fear. Stand up in the face of fear.
Here's that one. That you stand with me gives me the strength.
That you are here with me,
Ooh, that you stand with me gives me the strength. Do what I am called to do. Oh, do what I am called to do.
Let me be the circle around you in love. Let me be the circle of care. Let me be the circle around you in love, so you can stand up in the face of fear. Stand up in the face of fear.
One step.
One step in front of the other, one step back. One love, one for each other, keeping the circle intact. Keeping the circle intact.
I have a
I
circle.
have a circle around me of people I love. I have a circle around me of care. I have a circle around me of people I love.
So
I will stand up in the face of fear.
I will stand up.
I will stand up in the face of fear.
I will.
I will stand up in the face of fear.
One last big one.
I will stand up in the face of fear.
Woo! Thank you
Yes.
guys. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Hands, look at those smiles.
So beautiful to see so many lovely faces.
No, and it's only 9 in
Oh
the
my
morning.
gosh.
It's only 9 in the
Start our
morning.
day with this, yeah.
Unless you're in the UK, of course, over there, it's something like 6 in the evening. So that's one of the lovely things about this group is that some people are drinking their tea, some people are eating their lunch, and some people are on cocktail hour, which I think is super fun and makes it just another one way in which we're the global community all coming together from our different places to be in the same place, which I love and is especially great with circle themes going here in the song. So guys, that was totally beautiful. And I can't exactly remember what it said on your website, but something about your music helping the world to thrive or something, which I thought was so absolutely perfect in light of this song and sort of how it came about. Just that notion that we're all looking for those ways to emphasize the hope and the good and the strength in community and in being together and in creating a circle and then supporting each other and facing out into the world and whatever it's bringing, keeping that intact. And so you're certainly helping me to thrive today. And I think everybody in the room would agree. Those are very thrive-inducing songs. So thank you so much. As you guys know, we're here in the beginning of Women's History Month. And we've been talking a bit in this room about women's history and women in history. And one of the sort of interesting directions, being that we're all in here because of music, would be to just chat a little bit about sort of any particular women in music in your lives who've sort of, brought you on your journey or opened up new doors or were, big influences or anything you'd like to say about your own personal women.
Wow. The two that are coming to mind right now, I would say Joni Mitchell for sure. She was definitely a big influence. I was also really into harmonies when I was younger, like Wilson Phillips, like any groups that were singing in harmony. I just remember I was so drawn to. So when I actually started writing songs, Gillian Welch was a big influence for me, and the Be Good Tanyas, they're a band out of Canada and huge, big harmonies, beautiful. So, and specifically Frazee Ford, I think in the recent incarnation of that kind of work. So that's who's coming to mind right now. And then there's so many soul singers that I grew up with, just my mom and grandmother really loving Motown. So all of the soul singers, Motown also, I would say, big influences. So
I'm having a memory of in one day just in high school feeling particularly weepy and teenager-ish and just having my earphones, back then it wasn't like something that went in your ear, it's like this thing on your ears, and I'm laying in my garden in the back and just listening to Joni Mitchell's album Blue over and over and over just to see if I could do every little line that she could do. It was just tracing the outline of all the hills, it's like if her voice was going like a landscape. Just smooshed into the earth by gravity and really just hearing her and how important that was to really have her as training. It's amazing what can happen when music can be recorded, because then it's not then just for you, but then it lives in itself. So I just feel grateful for that technology. And also I'm remembering Ricky Lee Jones was also a real influence for me as a younger gal, and just also her voice, but then her like weirdiness, her
Mhm.
willingness to just go there, and it didn't have to totally make sense, or I mean, it did make sense, but then also just some of it is just this wild poetry and imagery and skitty scats, and yeah, she just had a big emotional range that I really appreciated. Then the other night, I just was like, Phoebe Snow. I was so. Does
Mm.
anyone remember Phoebe
Mm.
Snow and just her
Mm.
voice? Did you listen to her?
Mhm.
Oh my gosh.
Mhm.
She was another one that I didn't realize that I would just listen to
Mm.
again and again
Mhm.
and again and again. I just came across that the other night.
Mhm.
I was like, this music.
Yeah.
And my
So
mother
moving.
Outlaw and I were listening and noticing the way that this particular album, the one that has Poetry Man, and she was like, this is real music. Anymore, a lot of
Mm.
what we hear is just loops and stuff, but you could tell it's like these are real people playing
Mm.
instruments.
Mm.
And
Mhm.
that's kind of a weird thing to say, but it's also really true. Like
Totally.
people used to come together and play together.
Mhm.
Yeah. So many women, so many
Mhm.
women.
Those are beautiful answers. Thank you. And you said so many names that I know resonate with folks in this room, because I saw all those nods, as you said, different people that maybe we haven't thought of recently or sung along with recently. And then also that notion of the technology, like it kind of didn't matter whether or not you were picking it up and tracking back on the record, or whether you were in your car hitting rewind on the cassette, right? Or scrolling back with your CD so you could hear it go, and you knew you were kind of right at the part where you wanted to start again, and repeating the singing over and over and over again, not just imitating the vocal technique, but getting inside of the feeling and inside of that sound in some way that the recording made it possible to do. And yeah, Ricky Lee Jones, amazing for that. And Joni Mitchell, amazing for that. And so that's super. How about your own families? What was the sort of musical background you came from?
Mm. Well, my mom was convinced that she couldn't sing. She would like, it was a very self-deprecating relationship to her voice, and all the women actually on my mom's side of my family. So that was interesting to grow up with and kind of have to push against some strong narrative to have inherited. And my um my dad loved music. He was the one that, like really it feels like it was always on in the house. And he dabbled a little with guitar, but has also had a very kind of like tight hold on his voice and this idea that he can't sing. So it's been interesting to work through my own stories around not being a singer and having to like to move through that and not have any other like singers in my family, or we don't like there's not a lineage there to look towards, but definitely big music lovers and appreciators of music. And my dad, we do play a lot of instruments, and both of our fathers have given us, I think, most of the instruments that we play, so the mandolin, the bass, and
The octave
guitar,
mandolin,
octave
guitar,
mandolin, so
ukulele.
have been huge supporters of our musical journey. And yeah, someone put Joan Baez, Judy Collins. I would also all of a sudden I want to just name the names of
Tracy Chapman.
Aretha Franklin, Nina Simone, Billie Holiday, Roberta Flack. I remember learning or first hearing "Killing Me Softly," her version for the first time, and my grandmother had that album, and I just like, I think I ended up like taking it from her. It's like, I need this album. Just listening
Sorry,
over
Granny.
and over.
Sorry, Granny.
Someone asked who's on the couch behind us.
That's my daughter.
Shy.
She's listening to a story so she could pretend that she doesn't hear
Carol
if she
King.
wants to.
Carol King.
Oh, that's great.
Carol King.
Yeah. You can answer that question too about family.
Both of my parents are singers. My mom said that she always thought of herself as Barbara Streisand. She studied
Awesome.
music in college. My dad also always my whole life growing up is in bands and stuff. So I did have that role model of seeing people singing together and vocalizing. My parents sang together when they were together, and that was really sweet to hear them just push voices right up against. And it wasn't uncommon for me to be in rooms of people where there were many folks singing, at least three in three-part harmony. Yeah, my mom's dad was a horn player or wanted to be a horn player. His parents were like, heck no, you have to go to washing machine school. And he became a hardware store owner, but what he wanted to do was play music. So I think it's interesting. I think my dad's mom's dad or something was really good at guitar. It's coming on my lineage as I got it from around. Yeah, my parents back when I was in elementary school would take time at night, put my brother and I to bed just by sitting on our bed and singing together, sharing songs. It's a pretty rich time.
That's really
The
that's
Indigo Girls. I can't not mention them. That was like my college year.
Yeah.
Angsty and
raw and like just harmonies. People that dare to just push their voices right up against and go diving in the deeps.
And I would say Melanie Demore right now, you know, like meeting her changed my life. I think changed both of our lives, and I would say is one of my main inspirations right now, as a human and as a singer and songwriter.
That's great, guys. Thank you so much. And actually, I'm going to sort of wrap it back to that technology stuff that we were talking about in the beginning, because in this strange isolation pandemic time, this technology has made it possible for us to sing together. And we are actually harmonizing with you from our own little space. But the other thing that folks in the room have noted is that they have always been afraid to sing in public, but now they're sitting in their dining room by themselves, finding their voice, learning whether or not they want to label themselves as someone who can sing, or actually discovering that whatever it is that's coming out feels good, sounds good in conjunction with their hearing. And maybe we're creating singers in some way through this technology, folks who've not been willing to be sort of exposed as such, but are now like, you know what, maybe I can do this thing. So I think that's one of the beauties of what's come out of this. So thank you so much for all of that beautiful discussion, and for saying all the names of those amazing women that have formed all of us. It was just so lovely to sit here and hear their names, and to think each name that gets said, it brings at least a little snippet of the voice or of the music, right? And then so we flowed through some stuff here, and Be Good Tanya's are actually one of my favorite and on my list of folks to try and sort of finagle to come in this room. And so another just beautiful harmonies, right? I mean, just such beautiful harmonies. And speaking of beautiful harmonies, how would you guys like to sing some piece of that song again, as much as you're willing to give us before we have to say goodbye?
Yeah, I don't know how much time we have left, but we can.
All the way through is fine with us.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Let's do it. I have a circle. Let's do it.
I have a circle around me of people I love. I have a circle around me of care. I have a circle around me of people I love. So I can stand up in the face of fear. So I can stand up in the face of fear. One step in front of the other, one step back.
One step.
One love, one for each other, keeping the circle intact, keeping the circle intact. Be my circle, surround me in love. Be my circle of care. Be my circle, surround me in love, so I can stand up in the face of fear. Stand up in the face of fear.
That you stand with me. That you stand with me gives me the strength. That you are here with me. Ooh, that you stand with me gives me the strength to do what I am called to do. Oh, do what I am called to do. Let me be the circle around you in love. Let me be the circle of care. Let me be the circle around you in love, so you can stand up in the face of fear. Stand up in the face of fear. One step.
One step in front of the other, one step back.
one love, one love, one for each other, keeping the circle intact, keeping the circle intact. I have a circle around me of people I love. I have a circle around me of care. I have a circle around me of people I love. I will stand up in the face of fear. Stand up in the face of fear. Oh, stand up in the face of fear. One more big one. I will stand up in the face of fear.
Thank you so much, Sarah and Carisha. For anyone who didn't know MaMuse before today, I hope you will go on a journey on their website, and we've got 2 links in the chat actually for finding their music. And Sarah and Carisha, I forgot to ask you if there's a place where folks in the room can find you coming up anytime soon out there in the sort of live world.
We are going to be part of a festival with the Shift Network. It's called the Renew Festival, and that's going to take place in March over the equinox. It's a 3-day festival, and I think Katie did you ever find that link, or I'm not sure if that.
So I think you guys said it was going to be on your website as soon as you guys have it.
We'll put it up there.
Yeah,
We'll put it up there. That's good. I've been forgetting to like put stuff because it's like, where are we going? But that's good. It's a good reminder.
Yeah, our website is mamuse.org, and we're also going to be releasing some new songs over the course of this year. We haven't released an album since 2018, and now there's a backlog of songs, so we've been recording, and so stay posted to our website, and if you're on Facebook too, that's another place where we tend to post things. So
thank you, Sarah.
Oh, so beautiful. Look at your beautiful faces. Good day.
It is really amazing, right? It's like the gift of coming into this room is getting to see all of these smiles and having folks looking at you, and you get to look back at them, and it is a real gift. I'm going to definitely say everybody should try and find them at their festival. And it's a good thing it's a 3-day festival, because you can go to that and still come to our community sing on March 21 and celebrate the equinox with us as well. We're going to have 10 amazing singers that day. And here's hoping that at some point down the road, we're going to be singing with Carisha and Sarah again in this room, or at a community sing, or onward, but hoping to reconnect a lot in the upcoming years. And another big thank you. Can we all please show them thank you, how much we're so glad this is like the silent applause. I can make a racket over here for everybody.
Look at that. Look at these sweethearts.
Thanks, gang. We are so grateful.
That's awesome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sarah and Carisha. Thank you so much. And we really enjoyed having you with us today. And I'm going to say goodbye to everybody out there on Facebook Live. Thank you so much for being here. And we hope you'll come sing with us again tomorrow. And this whole 2-week period in which we're celebrating Women's History, we've got an incredible lineup of amazing folks joining us in here. So please join. I also have a flyer. If you want to email me, I can send you a flyer so you can see the whole upcoming setup. So thanks again. Bye, Facebook.